Rabaul town marks 26th anniversary of twin volcanic eruptions. 5 warring villages make peace after years of conflict. Hekari defeats Morobe in NSL round 17.
This is National EMTV News with Rabaul Morea.
Welcome to Saturday's news. Today marks the 26th anniversary of the twin volcanic eruptions of Vulcan and THUNDEry that devastated Rabaul town in East New Britain in September 1994. Unlike previous years, the annual Frangipani festival that commemorates the event had been halted because of COVID-19. But the memories of the disaster that happened on the Independence Week 26 years ago linger on.
On this date, 26 years ago, the THUNDEry and Vulcan volcanoes erupted and devastated Rabaul town and its nearby areas. Those who survived the eruptions only have stories to tell. A few accounts of their ordeals were written in history books, but many more remained unaccounted and disappearing with time. Johnson Pennell, a village elder on Matupit Island, is one of many other Rabaul residents who still have vivid memories of that morning the volcanoes erupted.
So when it blew up, I make erupt past time there is a mountain Vulcan. Then we play looking right mushrooms go on top for about 3.7 kilometers. Go on top and I spread out on top.
At one end of Rabaul town, along the famous Mango Avenue, Susan McGrade, the owner of the Rabaul Hotel, had a similar experience to share about the day that nearly crippled her family's business.
It was all of us got stuck into the hotel. We never left. My father, my husband, some of the staff, we all stayed here, and we made sure that the ash was taken off the roof because it didn't take long to work out that if we let the ash build up, it would get heavy because it started to rain and it would just be too heavy for the roofs to cope.
On the 19th of September 1994, as the country was coming to the end of its 19th independence anniversary celebrations, the THUNDEry and Vulcan volcanoes erupted. The effects of the eruption were devastating. The former provincial capital of East New Britain province was brought to its knees. Subsequent eruptions in between the years have made life difficult, politically, socially and economically, as the town and its nearby areas rose from the ashes only to be buried again. Since then, all major government services and businesses have been relocated to Kokopo, the new provincial capital. The eruption on the Independence Week 26 years ago remained in the past and buried. More so, the daring and the diehards who returned to start their lives again know all too well that the town won't be brought back to its glory days. Edwin Fidelis, National EMTV News, Kokopo.
Still in East New Britain, the colourful celebrations of independence may have ended, but the concerns about the ailing infrastructure in the province continue to linger. However, Governor Nakikus Konga has pleaded for his people to view independence differently. Konga says despite all the negativity, the granting of greater autonomy to the province in 2018 may provide answers to the age-old issues facing the province.
Unlike previous years, the Independence Day celebrations in East New Britain province was a low-key. People have been discouraged from engaging in public gathering, prompted by the COVID-19. Like anywhere else in the country, the 16th of September provides a reference point for the people to reflect on the level of development that Papua New Guinea had achieved as a nation. But for East New Britain, the spirit of independence celebrations was captured in a different approach.
People of East New Britain, please wake up. Work with your government today. Put him on one team, the people about one team.
East New Britain Governor Nakikus Konga had expressed satisfaction over the granting of greater autonomy to the province in 2018 by the then PNC-led government coalition headed by Peter O'Neill. In his independence message, Konga reminded his people that the East New Britain provincial government will soon have control over its internal affairs, and he believes the autonomy is the solution to the problems facing the people, problems relating to health, education and road infrastructures.
For those people who cannot go to tourism, we talk finish before, agriculture, go down. School monkey, you know, can route along road, get in there and attend to your classes. Teachers, go to school every day to teach those people, sir. Because you want to teacher, you know, come up along school, then the child is wasting their time and the parents are.
The independence celebrations may have ended, but the needs and the aspirations of the people still linger. People's confidence in the government service delivery in the province has dipped in recent years. For the East New Britain provincial government, the granting of greater autonomy is seen as a gesture of reconciliation to rebuild and restore those lost confidence. Edwin Fidelis, National EMTV News, Kokopo.
Central Governor Robert Agarobe says economic growth is the first development agenda for the province. He says quality of services will improve if people have a sustainable income. Governor Agarobe added that the pandemic has made matters worse. However, he will not stop the rollout of the one crop per district concept. He believes if economic empowerment is achieved, the province will sustain its services and invest in other social sectors to improve quality of services.
We have the basic infrastructures in place, but you will see that there's no quality in them. And to build the quality of this infrastructure, you need money to do it. And that's where the economy comes in. We need good health systems. You can't drive a good health system with the type of money that's coming down from the national government. You can't drive a good quality education system with the type of money that's coming down from the education department. So as a province, we need to develop and drive our own economy and build up our own world so that we can then siphon this type of funds into these sectors to actually start building up on the quality of it. So the economy is our number one focus, and it's captured in our Smart Provincial Plan.
Popondetta Secondary School is among the many schools in the country struggling to continue the 2020 academic year. Principal Clarence Honani says about 100 students have withdrawn due to the coronavirus threat. Despite receiving support through the TFF funding, the school has seen little improvement in infrastructure of learning facilities.
Popondetta Secondary School is the highest learning institution in the secondary sector in Oro Province. With the pandemic sweeping through provinces, its enrollment has decreased. The head of the school says the board has made some critical decisions.
It's been very difficult trying to run the school under the situation, but we have come this far. And this week our grade 10 students are sitting for their mock exams. Following that will be grade 12s, and then this remedial class is organized for students to attend during the weekend and during this holiday to get our students prepared for the national exams.
About 1,264 students enrolled at the beginning of the year, and about 1,000 are continuing their studies. A new science lab hall and classroom were constructed recently and will be opened by this year. The school has also boarding facilities, but with high enrollment expected next year, there will be no boarding students.
The board is already approved in view of the changes taking place with the structure. Grade 7 and 8 coming on, and next year increase in enrollment. Because of that, we've decided that the school will now become day school next year. That should make the dormitory available, so we turn that into classrooms and start conducting classes in those dormitories.
Meanwhile, a practical skills teacher is emphasizing technical and vocational training. He says the program to retain 5 grade 10 students to attend the course is a good start. However, he is calling for business houses or levels of government to supply tools and other machines needed to facilitate learning.
But really, to do a good work, we need a better equipment, good workshop, good plans and equipment, so that we can be able to do a proper training for the young guys. And so they can pass out with a skill. They can be able to use all the hand tools, plus the power tools and other machineries from here. It's possible we can do this.
The school will also cater for grades 7 and 8 in 2021 with the 366 curriculum in use by the education system. Jagla Pava Jr., National EMTV News.
Contrary to a news report on Thursday this week about Petroleum and Energy Minister being assaulted in his district, he was not assaulted as reported on MTV's online news platform. However, Eastern End Police Commander ACP Joseph Tondop did confirm that an incident did take place in the district on September 16th, and the details are yet to be made clear. Kua was in his electorate on Independence Day to launch roadwork equipment and distribute 7 vehicles to health centres and schools in the district. MTV apologises for portraying the minister in his electorate in bad light.
All talk, all assaulting member. That's where they got it very, very seriously wrong. Because at the point where this incident come up, there was an altercation about to take place in front of me. As I drove around the corner, me looking that there was a altercation about to take place. So me stop now, me trying to find out what was happening. Because me member blow this lab now, I'm responsibility blow me. Suppose me looking one blow and other problem come up. Me must stop now check him. So me stop lo car now, me trying to figure out what was going on. But then me look him also fight by kirap now, only run towards somebody. Lo kirap him fight. So when I saw that, I got out of my car, I went to the crowd and I called for Kodimolo stop him this la fight namel or like kirap him fight, yeah. At no time, there was about 50 or 60 young people there. But at no time did one of them touch me in anger or punch me or one kind of passing nungo don't walk him me. In fact, me all in one blow boy stop him running towards the fight him talk member. This lab heavy, I mean no blow you. Me play like straight him, not play one me. So you wait past them. So that's the kind of thing that I went into. So to say that they assaulted me, I'm talk Germania.
In the news ahead, warring villages make peace and a new assembly building, the pride of New Ireland. This is National MTV News. Welcome back. Phase 2 of the special police operation Make Madang Safe Again has started with the first 2 renouncement programs seeing over 300 youth surrender. Police Minister and Madang Open MP Brian Kramer says the operation is designed with strategic outcomes and engagement with affected communities. He says Phase 3 will include the rollout of community policing programs and deployment of 12 new police vehicles to the district. Phase 4 includes construction of rural police lockups throughout the electorate. The operation will run for 3 months to reduce crime in Madang. 5 warring villages of Sialum in the Tewai Siasi district of Morobe surrendered last week to make way for development and to welcome peace after years of conflict. It was organized by a Peace and Good Order Committee and a volunteer group that consists of representatives from the 19 wards in Sialum LLG. The peace ceremony was the second that happened this year.
Locals from Sialum's 5 warring villages in Morobe's Tewai Siasi district raised their hands and made the stand to unite for developments to progress in Sialum LLG. Among the locals were women and mothers who pleaded for normalcy in Sialum.
Emi bitla fight through na disla fight emi making mi mama mi binista wanten peret na mino kai good mi play iron go kam na mi play no sindan good or say na now lo disla time mino liking through disla passing the fight and by step inside lo area blow mi lo junju mau na turu na dedua na Sialum na Tewai Siasi.
Mi surrender soon that time. Mi surrender soon that time. Lo assault me go. No fight nothing. Me no fight nothing. He got us. No got lo inside lo community. Inside lo Sialum. Inside lo Tewai Siasi.
According to the village court magistrate Jerry Tomba, the fighting and killings began in 2006 over issues related to land, women, cult beliefs and alleged sorcery practices. This has resulted in 202 deaths. Coffee and vanilla farmers continue to suffer as their crops were destroyed, cattle and pigs were butchered, houses burnt, and people killing each other. The continuous killing halted basic government services including health, education, roads and business activities from progressing in Sialum. The only government services accessible by the locals are health and education. The committed public servants, who are the community health workers and teachers, manage these services.
So one plan something when plan need law and order. This law and order he must come help me plan along. Safeguarding me plan and me plan can implement him all services of government in the community.
Sialum LG is known for lawlessness. There are currently no regular police there to assist in the law and order problems. There are no government officers on the ground except the Sialum LG manager Lancelot Kamake. Kamake was posted to serve the LG this year. This is the first time the LG has seen a LG manager in Sialum. Julie Badui, OA, National EMTV News.
New Island Province has opened its new iconic Provincial Legislative Assembly in Kavieng. Built at a cost of 11.7 million kina, the building is a masterpiece of the traditional houseboy. Governor Sir Julius Chan says though the technology world has advanced, holding on to traditional beliefs and ways of doing things is crucial for all.
75. The new Provincial Legislative Assembly stands proud among other buildings in the provincial capital of Kavieng. This structure captures the local man house or houseboy as commonly known. The building is ready for use by different levels of government for New Island's development.
Through the Provincial Executive Council to build a proper structure, a building such as this, and it's termed now as the New Island Legislative Assembly, to house the representatives. Leadership is a very important thing, and so the governor saw it within his responsibility to make sure that the representative of this province, the presidents, the appointed representatives through PEC.
The building was recently visited by Prime Minister James Morobe and other dignitaries. Contractor China Railway constructs and built the assembly and was opened by Governor General Sir Bob Dadai on Independence Day. The building stands proud in the small town of Kavieng. Governor Sir Julius Chan says the building is a lasting impression between culture and modernity.
You are holding passing the custom of Mitubala, as your Mitubala must adjusting to changing time now. Building of Mitubala, we feeling them by giving pride. Now you know this, but building me walking along me, and me walking along member of the assembly now. This building will stay for the next 20 or 30 or even 50 years.
The New Island Legislative Assembly is built at the cost of 11.7 million kina. Jack Lepower Jr., National EMTV News.
Simon Denny, the director-elect in an MRDC-sanctioned election to represent the PNG LNG pipeline segment 2 and 3, has called on the clan leaders to drop their differences and work together for the benefit of their people.
The notice of motion before the National Court is filed by the chairman of the Ipahuli clan, Mr. Rex Kappa. The matter is set for inter-part hearing on the 24th of September 2020. Mr. Kappa was one of the 4 nominees in the director's election that was held in Mount Hagen on the 24th of August 2020. The successful candidate would represent PNG LNG Pipeline number 4 segment 2 and 3 on the Board of Gas Resources PNG LNG Pipeline Limited. That is in accordance with the rules of the Trust Deed and Constitution of Gas Resources PNG LNG Pipeline Limited. Mr. Kappa, however, claims he is the rightful director of segment 2 and 3 as per 26 statutory declarations that were signed by 26 clan members during the first election in Hela. MRDC, on the other hand, refuses to recognize Mr. Kappa because his election wasn't sanctioned by MRDC nor conducted by the Electoral Commission.
Meeting national election around then or how running more election on the processes on beginning. So I don't think we have done wrong. No.
Simon Denny, the director-elect in Mount Hagen, says the matter before court is between Mr. Rex Kappa and the state. with him already voted in as the director for the PNG LNG pipeline segment 2 and 3 in an election that was sanctioned by MRDC and conducted transparently by the Electoral Commission. He says he is ready to work with the government and bring development to his people through the benefits of this multi-billion kina PNG LNG project.
Like talking more about is quiet and waiting or but the money payouts.
He called on clan leaders to put their differences aside and unite to bring benefits to their people. One of Mr. Denny's priorities is holding a reconciliation ceremony in a bid to end tribal conflicts and pave the way for development. Meantime, Mr. Denny has appealed to the people of PNG LNG pipeline segment 1, 2 and 3 to work together with them. He has assured them that their money is secured with the state and that they will still get it. Anet Kora, National MTV News.
Trukai Sports.
Good night and welcome to Trukai Sports. Hekari United defeated Morobe United 3-1 in the round 17 fixture of the Kumul Petroleum National Soccer League here in Port Moresby. Both teams had a ton of opportunities to score, but were not able to capitalize for a huge scoreline. Morobe United were coming off a 1-1 draw with competition leaders Lacey TFC last weekend and looked to be a tough opponent for second-placed Hekari United. But Hekari United named a strong team with the return of Raymond Gunemba, a huge plus for the team. Hekari starting things off early with Gunemba trying his luck.
To Gunemba.
But Morobe United were also gunning for an early goal.
Honest missed it.
But Gunemba had other plans.
Moving forward, Gunemba.
Morobe United were determined to score first, but good goalkeeping kept them at bay.
While it was missed by Ishmael.
Morobe United seemed to find some progress in their game plan, still were off target. But Hekari managed to score first through a nifty corner by Raymond Gunemba.
Girls, there it is!
But Hekari couldn't continue with more goals.
In space for Hekari!
Even Morobe United found it difficult.
Let's that one go. Guaf! Junior Guaf!
Nigel and Raymond tried their luck.
Dabinyaba! Gunemba still with it.
Hekari taking the 1-0 lead into half-time. Things looked to move smoothly for Hekari in the second half, but poor execution up front was a concern.
Good cross, Kepo to Dabinyaba.
Hekari seemed to have control over the situation, but experienced David Muta had a slip-up, almost costing them a goal.
David Muta, danger!
But Hekari's luck did turn when Dabinyaba was given a penalty.
Lays it up for Dabinyaba. Dabinyaba down!
Dabinyaba making sure to put one more goal on the scoreboard.
Ready. Nigel Dabinyaba for Hekari!
But Dabinyaba couldn't follow through.
Side.
Finally, Raymond Gunemba setting one for Joseph Joe.
One side for Hekari United. Lays up Joseph Joe, and there it is.
Morobe United had a golden opportunity, but Hekari stood their ground.
Chance now. Donny Guillaume against Ishmael Paulet. They're going to pull one back. They don't.
But Morobe managed to pull one through in extra time, ending the match 3-1.
For the price of one, so to speak. And this time they pull one back. That consolation.
In total, there was 31 shots at goal, with Hekari United having 19 opportunities at goal. And despite their 3-1 loss, Morobe United had 12 shots at goal. In light of the new normal, sporting activities are slowly returning. With this, Athletics PNG is excited to resume competition. 4 athletes are not only happy to be back, their joy is doubled after learning they have been selected for track and field scholarships in the United States.
As all sporting venues start to open up for sporting activities, Athletics PNG is amongst most codes getting a taste of the tracks again at the Sir John Guy Stadium. After the lengthy lockdown, President Tony Green is relieved his athletes are back on the tracks.
I mean, as a result of the lockdown, they haven't really had a chance to have a good workout, so now the track's open again. We decided to give them a run to gauge their progress.
The resumption comes with some great news for the athletes.
We have 4 of our athletes going to the US on Wednesday. They're going to school in Kansas, so they'll be joining the track and field program there at Cloud County Community College. 2 girls and 2 boys will be going on Wednesday.
Amongst the 4 selected, Leonie Biu, the silver medalist in the 400-meter run in the 2019 Pacific Games.
We already went for the interview. We collect our visa on Thursday, so we'll be traveling on Wednesday.
The other 3 are Isila Apkup, Shamrak Tanzi and Ephraim Lurkin. The track and field program is a 2-year scholarship in the United States. Kilawani, Trukai Sports.
And Trukai Sports ends on that note. The weather forecast for the next 24 hours when we come back.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the next 24 hours, southern region. In Port Moresby, fine, partly cloudy with light drizzles. Daru, mostly fine, partly cloudy, mostly fine in Kerema. Alotau, rain showers and possible thunderstorms easing. And in Popondetta, a few rain showers, drizzles, then fine and partly cloudy overnight. In Momase, Lay, rain showers easing to cloudy periods. In Medang, fine, partly cloudy with rain showers and drizzles tonight. Wewak, mostly fine, though partly cloudy tonight, and Vanimo, mostly fine and partly cloudy. Over to the New Guinea Islands, in Lorengau, thundery rain showers easing to fine and partly cloudy overnight. Kavieng, rain showers, drizzles at times, then fine and partly cloudy overnight. Kokopo, Rabaul, occasional thundery rain showers easing. Kimbe, occasional rain showers as well and cloudy periods. Tulbuka, occasional rain showers, easing, and fine, partly cloudy overnight. And to the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, evening rain showers, then cloudy. Goroka and Kundiawa, occasional rain showers, drizzles, then fine and cloudy overnight. And Mendi and Wabeg, occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
And that's the news, sports and weather for Saturday, 19th of September 2020. Pleasant viewing and bye for now.